name is Maria Espinoza, and I'm sitting in for Kathy Adams. She is president of Texas Eagle Forum. And we have uniquely put together 5 leaders in Texas through Eagle Forum. They handle different issues. My issue happens to be illegal immigration, and this is why. I am first generation American. Spanish was my first language, and my father was from Mexico. He arrived in the United States the right way. He assimilated, and he loved this country, and he appreciated the laws. He passed that along to all his children. And I stand here before you and Jared, because it's very important that Republicans understand that here I am a Hispanic. My background is exactly what the party and other parties embrace. Ask me what is important to our families and as a Hispanic. I got involved with illegal immigration because it is affecting our families. And it looks to me that our families are losing out to special interests. In the 82nd legislature, we went up there and we also met family members whose loved one was killed by an illegal alien, someone who should not have been in our country. We got nowhere in the State Affairs Committee. We brought people with different points of view, I guess. We brought in the families. I was there as a Hispanic, first generation, with my background. Byron Cook put his foot on the throat of every good piece of legislation and sanctuary city policy to remove sanctuary city policy from Texas. This is why people who vote for Joe Straus as Speaker, right. Joe Straus appoints his lieutenants. We can't get anywhere with people like Byron Cook in the chairmanship. My own representative, we asked him 3 different times who he was going to vote for. Was he going to throw his support to Speaker Straus? No comment. Mm-hmm. Jim knows better. Jim Murphy is my representative. He knows better. We can no longer accept their going along to getting along. It is killing our families. Now, in the 83rd legislature, one of the families we met during the 82nd legislature was Joshua Wilkerson's family. Joshua Wilkerson was brutally tortured by an illegal alien from Belize. His life could have been prevented with these 3 simple rules. HB 2187 covered these 3 items. It was carried by Matt Krause, freshman Matt Krause. This is common sense. Let's see, you can be the judge. Is this asking too much here? Requires law enforcement to investigate an arrestee's immigration status. That seems pretty common sense to me. Requires law enforcement to enforce ICE-issued immigration detainer requests. So we have to make a law to make sure that a law is upheld. Ensures the bail hearing judges are informed of a person's immigration status when he's before the magistrate or a judge, so that if there's a flight risk, then the judge will know to detain him. Very simple language, very common sense, and we could not get that through the State Affairs Committee. In fact, we were told if we called to request this bill to have a hearing, that it will be detrimental to the bill. Now, this is a state office funded by your tax dollars. A chairman who is appointed by our representatives. There were only 12 state representatives who did not vote for Joe Straus. So if your representative voted for Joe Straus, He is voting against our families. I feel strongly about that. Our families are dying. They're losing their lives to special interest. We can't afford to not uphold our laws. We can't afford to listen to the excuses of people we put in office to look out for our best interests, for our children, our country. And whether we like it or not, Texans, we have traveled the country. We have 20 state directors as a Remembrance Project. And if the young ladies would come hold this up. We feel so strongly about this that this is called the Stolen Lives Quilt. We have a visual memorial for Americans who've been killed by illegal aliens. We have traveled to 20 states, and they depend on Texas. Every state depends on Texas. If we sink, so does America. Thank you, ladies. So, I can't tell you enough. It's very important who our representatives are and what they do. Let's look at the results of what they're doing. Everything that this panel has said, we have to drive it home. They've done their homework. We put in the hours. We have to, you out there and your friends and neighbors, have to take responsibility as well. Thank you.